Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another bomb reading. I hope you guys are all well, Capricorn. Yes, I do. And in this reading, Capricorn, we have this card. It's funny. It says, you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me, right? And we see this man, he looks a little confused, but he did wake up. Yeah, he did. Here's the moon, and the moon is showing a cycle that ends. Yeah. And then the full moon here, right? And so we have this is the number 37. It's an ending. It's a completion. So somebody woke up here and it completes a cycle. Like there's a new beginning here because there's always one after an ending. And somebody woke up in their life, like maybe they woke up to their poor behavior, but I feel like it's more like they woke up spiritually, right? About, using their intuition and what's important and what's not and things like that, right? And we have your greatest joy pollinates the world. And here's the flowers growing out of the swirl, but the swirl is supposed to be the world, right? It's maybe why it almost rhymes. I forget what they call that when something doesn't rhyme, but it sounds it's close to a rhyme. And, this greatest joy, Capricorn, sorry about how loud I am. This greatest joy, you guys, is about somebody who realizes that this change after they woke up brings them joy, this new cycle they're stepping into. And it's change. It's a number 41, which is a 5. So this is change, but it's challenging change because 5s are all challenging. They are, right? Yeah, I remember when I cried when I went to kindergarten, all right? That was a challenging change, right? Yeah, and until I met this boy there who was, a lifelong friend, but I had a crush on him. I'm like, oh no, I'm not crying anymore. No, I'm going to school tomorrow for sure, right? Yeah, big crybaby. In those days, we, kids didn't, hardly anybody went to like preschool. I mean, some, but, we stayed home longer. Everything was shorter, right? Even when women went to have a baby, they stayed in the hospital for 3 days. Yeah, they did. So anyway, we're not here to talk so much about that. No, we're not. But something ends here and something beautiful begins. I feel like it does. So before we begin, Capricorn, if you'd like your own psychic reading, you may get one. I'm an accurate psychic reader, right? Yeah, I'm a Silva grad. And we do a tarot spread at the end. And so we have 2 unique insights. We do Mystic Sense as a free 5-minute psychic reading for you. If you'd like one of those, it's below the link. And I have a tarot spread if you like that. Everything's below. If you want in the description box, if you'd like your natal chart interpreted and read, that is the best thing you can do for yourself in this lifetime. I really believe it is. I mean, short of, having your own family. I feel like it is. Send me an email, all right? Yeah. So let's get into this, Capricorn. And we are being spontaneous with these cards, except for those 2 today. And we have the Focus card and the Meditate card and the Healer. Okay, so here's the Eye of Horus, right? And, it's about, basically, that's about your intuition, I believe it is. And he was an Egyptian god or king, I forgot. But it's really kind of the third eye here, Eye of Horus, right? And this is change because it's a 5. So we see change here. This Focus card is where somebody recognizes that they have awakened and they have a target now. They know what they want because here's the bow and arrow and it is shooting backwards really on this card. So maybe somebody's returning from your past, possibly. We're in Mercury retrograde as of today and we've been in the shadow. So, Mercury retrograde can bring back lovers. It can, definitely. So, we're having a Mercury retrograde, in Aries, and which is a little bit interesting. And, we can talk about that a little bit later. But the eclipse, too, is, ending things, right? We have an eclipse on the 8th. That is also in Aries. So that will be about people ending things. The eclipse really means to abandon something. And since it's a new moon, we're having somebody abandoning to have something hopeful and something new. So it's going to, I'll have my video up, on my other channel, which I will be discussing the eclipse. Yeah. And this time when I discuss it, it will be far less technical, right? Yeah, I was watching that and I go, no, that's a little too technical, right? And I will have all the horoscope for the 12 signs about the solar eclipse in Aries. It's a new moon. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting also because Chiron is there to heal. Yeah, Chiron's in Aries. Yeah, OMG, right? Okay, we have the healer here. And and the North Node is in Aries. So all this is, it's major, right? So this healer here is a number 5. It's change, and the meditation card is 4. So it's a 40, right? So, maybe somebody's 40 here, but that's not really the point. There's somebody here they could be meditating, but they did go through an awakening, so it makes sense. But the point about it is that this is for stability. Somebody recognizes what brings them happiness. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. You are the greatest joy, or they are. And we see the change here. Yeah, we see, we have 2 5s here. We do already starting the reading. Yeah, and then, and we have a completion because we have, this is a 10, the 37. So let's see what else we have, Capricorn, and let's use the little gypsies because, yeah, the little gypsies. See what we got here for Capricorn, please. Show me the energy for Capricorn or anybody who resonates with this reading. Yeah, this is not just for Capricorn. That's what people kind of need to understand. No, it's not. It could be anybody. Don't even have to have a lot of Capricorn placements. No, they don't. So let's see what we have, though, for Capricorn, please. For Capricorn and others. Yeah. We have the haughtiness card. Okay, so this is not haughtiness as in, you're hot and all that kind of modern stuff. No, that's not it. This is haughtiness in terms of somebody is like, they feel like you are superb. And here's the peacock, right? One of the most beautiful birds ever. I mean, especially with these feathers, or, I feel like that's what they call those feathers. Yeah, and he even has a little crown on his head, kind of, right? That little kind of thing that comes out of his head here. And this is about somebody who thinks you're superb. You're the best. The best. Supreme, superb. Same thing, really, here. Like you're so superb, Capricorn. Let's get another card here. Let's get another cards here. It's interesting how they have soberbia here. And this is Spanish, I think, over here, which is, it's almost like if you're sober, that's the best. It is kind of like that. And sober means above all. It does. In Spanish, it means like to survive above all. Sobrevivir means to like overcome and survive. But this is interesting here. It just is. And that, that makes sense that some people... some people need to be sober to really kind of survive and thrive, right? And we have the sweetheart, and she reads her love letter because she's happy. So it's a 2-pager, Capricorn. So, there's a lot of good things in that love letter. And somebody's telling you right here that I feel like you're the best one for them. Yeah, they are. How cool is that? Let's see what else we have. And we have the young woman reversed. Now these don't have only a few reversals in the whole deck, and the young woman can be the third party, like a señorita, somebody who's not married sometimes, right? Señorina, right? But they have muchacha here, and so this is somebody here. Without getting I don't want to confuse. This is somebody here. The young woman is usually somebody who is single. And in the reverse here, there could be a third party in this reading. It could have been. But, and so since she's single, somebody might want to tell you they want to marry you because it's reversed. Somebody could be telling you that here because we have the lady reading the love letter. But in any event, there's change, there's healing. Someone's focused on you. They have recognized you in an awakening here, some type of awakening. Like, I don't know if it was overnight or... awakenings come in different, I don't know, kind of qualities and lengths. And, sometimes some people will go through an awakening for a few months and then they, finally get it. So let's see what we got, Capricorn. I beg your pardon. So we're going to use this other deck, if I can find it. Yeah, today we're using this deck. And it is different. It is. And there's some kind of cool cards here. And I thought I lost these, right? Because I think they were in my bag when I went to Vegas, right? Let's see what we got. Capricorn. Let's see what we have for Capricorn, please. And we have the 3 of Swords reversed. I said maybe there's a third party ending with this young woman in the reverse. It really has nothing to do with youth, right? It doesn't. It's just, back in the day, they would usually it's just back in the day, it kind of meant you were single. It's kind of really what it meant. Uh, that's because, if you got a little bit old, I think they considered you an old bag, right? Ridiculo, right? Yeah, nobody's an old bag. No, they're not, right? And Three of Swords reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed. So the overall energy is the Three of Swords, and it has the swords out, and right, and so the Two of Pentacles reversed. Somebody is no longer juggling this idea, right? They're not. They're no longer going back and forth. And so why it's all happening here is the Five of Pentacles. In this deck, the dog wants to get into the church because it's snowing and he's out by himself. So the light's on in the church, but he turns his head like, I wonder if I can get in. I wonder if they'll let me in. So a third party ends here of some type. I don't know what it was, and maybe there was just heartbreak that kind of ends and a new cycle starts. That could be the case. Or just disappointment. It doesn't always have to be major heartbreak, right? Disappointment it's a level of heartbreak, but, maybe not so extreme, right? Not jumping out the window because of it, right? Yeah. We don't want you to do that, Capricorn. We don't. No. Call Power and Light, 1-888, right? Hotline. Let's see what we have. That's not funny, right? And so, yeah. And so, somebody wants to get back in here with you. Or they want you to let them in. I don't know if it's back in. But they had an awakening. And remember, it could be you. But this communication is coming to let you know that you're the one. And that's why a third party could be ending too. Like, you're the one, you're the best, like the superb for them. But, somebody else could be kind of being left behind possibly, but it doesn't have to be a person necessarily, right? We do have two women here already though. Yeah, we do. One's happy and the other one is in the reverse. It's really about somebody who's single here in the upright. Somebody could be trying to make an honest woman out of you, Sagittarius, if you know what that means, right? So they don't use that anymore, right? That term, but it really means, I don't want you to be a third party, or I don't want you to be, kind of to the side, or, and back in the day, it's like, I don't want you to talk, like, I want to keep my reputation. And so in this reading, though, it's not really about reputations. No, it's not. But it is, Capricorn, I beg your pardon. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. But Capricorn, it is about ending of a cycle, and somebody realizes what's important because we have focus. Yeah, they really realize that here. And so let's see. The Hermit sits in the past, and he knows too. He got the star. He has his clarity. And remember, the Hermit it can be Virgo, but the Hermit is somebody, Capricorn, who has found spiritual insight, has found spiritual guidance. That's what that is right here. In the environment here is another completion. Somebody's single here, or at least independent, right? So, maybe they're just independent from something that they don't no longer want. That it could be a career. It doesn't always have to be, right? It could be a career, belief system, meddling families, possible, could be going on. And interesting, with the eclipse and the North Node in Aries, a lot of people have already doing that. Because the North Node is what you move forward toward. And the Aries is about the self. So this could be somebody who's definitely like in that energy, right? And just doing what's best for themselves, right? Libra is the South Node right now. This is leaving any relationships that don't provide harmony. It can be not, depends on that's really kind of what it is. But, it's also going to depend on your chart. And this is why in my readings on the other channel, right, the Divine Soul Astrology is where I, explain the horoscope of the 12 signs. So how it will affect each one of you. And I will be far less technical this time, you guys. But, yeah, this is really interesting. So We have something ending or some disappointment ending, and the Two of Pentacles is reversed. Somebody already like kind of went back and forth about this already. Two of Cups. See, this person's coming to approach you, Capricorn. The woman standing here, kind of with a look on her face, like, well, what do you have to say? You can tell, and he has his head cocked to the side, like, well, I wonder what Capricorn will say, right? And the two cups are up in the air, and he's not even holding a cup. It's up in the air because he doesn't know if she will accept the cup. That's clear here. I beg your pardon. So somebody was going back and forth a lot about this. They did, and and so they're doing this anyway. They already made up their mind here. Five of Pentacles. Why it's all happening? They want to know if you're going to let them in, right? Yeah, little piggy, right? The chinny chin chin, let me in, right? Yeah, something like that. The Hermit sits in the past. There's spiritual growth, Capricorn, with the Six of Cups. So this is probably somebody from your past. It does look like that. And we're in Mercury retrograde. People are coming out of the woodworks. Yeah, they are. Yeah. So, here are the two kids, and they are doing their best here. They really look like women to me, but, well, not her, but they're kids, and they're here, and they are, fixing these plants and everything, doing their best because this is really special and important to them. And here's the X on the podium in this card, right, that holds the flower pot. So maybe somebody's an X, right? Could be. But that's why, this is here on this card. Excuse me, guys. Capricorn. I hope I'm not saying Sagittarius, right? But this card, Capricorn, is about somebody here who is wanting to do their best. And you're very special. And sixes are about recognition. This person has recognized you. Excuse me, maybe you're a past life partner. You could be. Yeah. Okay. The Seven of Cups, Capricorn, this is like the mindset. This could be the attitude here. It could be what's on somebody's mind, how they're thinking. Seven of Cups, he's, he's kind of broke here because, he has patches, right, on his, his arms. And so he looks broke. This is a 7, so it's about somebody who has really thought about this and reflected on this. And the cups are empty. Like he made the choice because his hands are covering his eyes like, excuse me, Capricorn, almost like meeny, miny, mo. Like I already chose, and I hope here that whatever I chose here was the right choice. So he made the choice. They're empty, the cups, right? So he's worried because he's kind of dressed like, poor, right? He's thinking, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. And you can tell by his face that, even though you can only see his mouth kind of, that he is a little kind of not feeling so stable about this situation. Yeah, and that's why he's dressed poorly. Yeah, and Page of Pentacles showing up here. And this is in the near future. This is somebody's going to offer you something. That's what the page is offering. So when he comes, to deliver his message, the page, right? He's holding this up. And this is something valuable. He holds it like it is valuable. And we have with it Temperance. So it can be Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. Temperance is healing. It's healing because of the spiritual balance and the self-mastery. Yeah, it's healing because somebody here has gained spiritual insight in their life. She's an angel, right? Yeah. And so here's the Hermit. So, that's spiritual growth. But this card over here, the Healer, somebody's coming to heal this with you. That's why Capricorn, the Three of Swords reversed, has the swords out. I beg your pardon, you guys. Yeah. Going through a detox that takes like a year. Yeah, I'm I'm on my 8th month, starts today. Thank you so much, right? The eight about change and the 8 about power, right? Yeah, that's I just thought that, right? Okay, so Here, temperance, the angel and the waters coming out. She's getting it from the fountain of hope, the fountain of life, right? Yeah. And so, and she is already in the water because of her intuition and her spiritual stability. Yeah. So somebody here wants to heal this with you. They do, and they're coming to tell you how valuable you are, Capricorn, and offer you something valuable. Remember the haughtiness card? This is like superb. They're coming to tell you how superb you are. And it is next to the sweetheart who right here reads the love letter. So we know the communication is right here. Look, I want to heal this. I think this, you're so, like, you're the most valuable. He's holding up the pentacle like it was his firstborn, right? And he has a happy look on his face. Remember, we talking about, yeah. And so temperance here, temperance is the number 14. Yeah. Yeah. Which is 5, and it's a change. See, it's changed because somebody has spiritually grown here. And we have it right here. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me this card, right? And they're making this guy look like he's real dumb here, right? And that's what he's like, he's thinking this. Those are his thoughts, right? And he did wake up, and he goes, well, why else would I have had this card? And the moon is here to end a cycle, and also and to add intuition, of course. And the 37 is here to show the completion after the waking up. And that's what's going on here. With the spiritual growth brings change, right? Because it's a 14 and now we have 5 with that. In the concerning message is, excuse me, is an ending. It's definitely a release, or it's, but it's an ending. Like, this is the executioner. So this was in Sagittarius's reading, and he's walking this woman to her death, like she, almost like she was in prison, and it's over for you. And this, somebody could be being walked to their own death, not to their own death. Somebody could be walking not to their own death. Could be they could be, getting the boot, basically, right? When I say their death, their ending in a relationship, it's possible because the 5 of Pentacles, it implies here that somebody was left out, and can I come back in? Right? Here's the dog. I want to get in. And this 8 of Swords, though, somebody could be releasing themselves from something else. Releasing themselves, because it is about release, and it is about change. Because 8s are about power, but they are about change as well. Yeah, really interesting, right? So, this year is going to be very interesting, and I feel like it is. And for the collective, and, I'm not going to discuss that here, no, but we're in a power year, 2024, and so this is a year of change, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so, and that's why we have all these eclipses, because of the change. Yeah, and boom, right? Yeah. And so for some people, it will be change that has been steadily growing within them. And then, the change is going to happen, which is really going to be an ending and a new beginning, which full moons are about. New moons are about too. Yeah, they are. And in the environment, not the environment, but the concerning message is to release. Something needs to be released. And that's why the man woke up and released something. He did. Yeah, he definitely woke up and released something. He could have released another woman, because remember, it's possible for some, sweetheart and this other woman reversed. Or somebody wants to, yeah, there's some type of ending here for sure. Now, let's get a card on that, Capricorn, on the 8 of Swords, where we see the executioner walking this woman to her death, right? And she's all dressed up in this beautiful outfit. I mean, it could be really a kind of a dramatic, possibly a dramatic exit or release or ending, but it can also be like, I want this for passion. Because look at that. I mean, somebody loves you, 2 of Cups, and they're wondering here, he's wondering if he could have her. That's why the cups are up in the air. And somebody thinks that you're everything, Capricorn. Yeah, they do. Let's see what else we have. 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups. So I said 8s are about change. They are, and we have somebody walking away and really letting somebody go here, most likely. But not for all, but it's definitely a change and an ending, right? Something else could be ended, right? Nine of Pentacles doesn't have to be a romantic situation. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. I think this came out with Sagittarius, the same combo, I swear. And so in this environment here, right here, is somebody who's becoming self-sufficient on some level. And they have left somebody out. It does look like that. Something out, or leaving some situation out that is lacking, right? It's not this superb divine situation with the peacock. I always want to call them peasants. Pheasants, sorry, peasants. Pheasants. I need to get off this reading, Capricorn, and go look it up. Yeah, I do. Just kidding. And here's the Empress, Capricorn. It shows up with the Six of Pentacles, and this is what somebody's doing. I want to make my dreams come true, the Empress. It's Venus. It's Venus energy, Taurus and Libra. It's love, right? I want to make my dreams come true. And, Libra is Venus. It's about beauty. And the Empress is always beautiful here. This person sees this as very beautiful. The dove is above her, and she's with her kids. And we're going to cover the kids a little bit. One of them's kind of, But, the dove is above her, and this is for hope and faith. And this is a message coming to you. That's why the sweetheart's reading this letter, love letter, and happy. This message is coming to you right here. And here's the dove bringing it, bringing hope. And this person's going to offer you a give and take relationship. They have recognized you here big time as so important. Wheel of Fortune shows up in the outcome. And we're going to leave it there, Capricorn, because this is fate and destiny. For the most part, I feel like it is. It can be somebody, this person might be taking a risk here, but the way they see this here is that this risk is really worth it. It's a little stressful. Remember the guy with the he's wearing these poor clothes, and he already chose, and he's covering his eyes like, well, when I wake up or when I take my hands off of my eyes, I hope Capricorn is there with a smile on their face. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me here. God bless you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell, please, so you can get my notifications. And I'm going to be live tonight at 6 p.m. It is Monday today, the day after Easter Sunday. Thank you so much.